I have not done a actual YouTube video outside of vlogs, like an actual sit down video in so long. What the heck? I am back, you guys. So excited to be back and all the things. So if you're new here, what's up? My name is Andrea. If you're not new, thank you so much for joining and continuing to watch and supporting this channel and whatever I do here with it. Y'all, today we're doing a chit chat, get ready with me, and we got a lot to talk about. Okay, so first and foremost, let me take care of these dry lips, amen. And just like moisturize my skin. I wanted to wait to do that on camera with you guys to like show you guys what I do like pre-makeup, you know. So yeah, so first and foremost, y'all, before we even get into like the chit chat part of this, I am just going to take care of the skin prep stuff. So what I like to do first is I like to use, come on, oh, not the slow focus, y'all. Hold on. I'm filming my big boy camera again, y'all. Pretty much this is the Advanced Snail 92 Mucin. This is the all-in-one cream though, not the serum stuff. I use that, I just ran out of it. So I like to use this to moisturize my face first. Get this mirror. I will say too, a few things that I do to be sure I like, is like the whole trend that was on TikTok for a little bit that was like low maintenance to be high, or high maintenance to be low maintenance. I also do that. So like my lashes, I just got my lashes done, like lash extensions done again, which I haven't had done in like a year, but I was like, you know what? Let's do them again. So did that. And then also my eyebrows are microbladed, and I actually just got them threaded as well. They were like late for my eyelash service, so they offered me like a free brow threading, and I said, absolutely. Okay, absolutely. So anyway, there's just a few things that you may notice on my face. I'd never want to deceive you guys or have you thinking something is but it ain't or whatever. So yeah, just a heads up, those things are already done. Then I feel like too, hair plays a huge, oh, that was a lot of moisturizer. Lord have mercy, I put some of this on my arm. But hair plays a big deal too. So like when my hair is not done, I feel like none of it matters, but you know what I mean. This is so weird, y'all. I have not sat down and did a sit down video in so long. What the heck, y'all? We have a ton of stuff to talk about. Really just like life updates, where I'm at, what I'm doing, what's new, kind of like reintroducing my like channel, my style, where I see this channel going. And a big clue for y'all is me sitting down and doing a sit down get ready with me video. So there's that. And I will have everything linked below for you guys that I can link for you guys, so just check out the description box below. And then I'm just using this Laneige lip sleeping mask. Just because my lips are extra dry. So I was legit, I got out of the shower this morning and I was like, nah, I want them to see the full process. So I was walking around ashy, face ashy and all for y'all, so I can show you everything. So let's get started, y'all. Now, one thing about me when it comes to like me telling stories and stuff like that, like I struggle to multitask, but I think every single time that I can do it. Okay, so I'm not gonna look at this as multitasking. I'm gonna look at this as like something else. I don't know. So I'm saying that to say, see, I just got distracted just that fast, but I'm saying all that to say, me talking and doing my makeup at the same time is gonna be interesting. So sometimes I may show y'all products, sometimes I might, but everything will be linked down below, and y'all already know how this camera is doing when it comes to showing products right now. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know why. Look, it's like not, oh, okay, maybe the other products, since they were like white, were like blown out. There we go, slowly but surely. Okay. Okay, so first I'm gonna go in with, oh, I can already tell this is about to be interesting trying to multitask, y'all. But this is my favorite foundation. Honestly, I was using Makeup Forever's foundation and they redid their formula like a year or two back, I don't know when, whatever. But with that, I had to find a whole new foundation because none of their shades matched me anymore, which was so frustrating, but it's okay. I have like this yellow undertone or whatever, so like I need foundations that have like a yellowness to them, and their new formulas didn't have that. But Charlotte Tilbury saved the day, y'all. This is the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. When I tell y'all this stuff is amazing, okay? It is in color 11 Neutral. It's fire. If you want a beat face, if you want to look moisturized, like glowing from within, this is your girl. And let me tell y'all the other biggest thing that the other biggest, not secret, but thing that can help y'all with like glowy skin with this is if you pair this with the Glow recipe, the watermelon niacinamide dewdrops. What is on this bottle, y'all? Anyway, not the slowness. See, y'all can see the stuff that's on the bottle. Sorry. But so what bruh, what is up with this camera's focus right now? Okay, so what I do is I just literally mix on my hand just one pump of the niacinamide drops and then just one pump of foundation, like so, like that. And go from here. What's new in my life, you guys? What is new? What is new? What is new? First and foremost, what's new is I have not done a sit down video like this in so long. I feel like I've just been doing vlogs, and I kind of feel like I talked about this like in a short reel the other day, but it's so interesting, like content for me. See, look at me, I'm talking or doing makeup, one or the other. But content for me, you guys, is it's interesting to like try to figure out. Hold on, my boyfriend's coming in. So content lately for me has been interesting because, as y'all know, or if you don't know, I started out doing like hair care content on YouTube, and I started like 10 or so years ago, y'all, which is crazy to say. And content over time has changed so much, which rightfully so, like, so that's kind of the name of the game of social media, but it has changed so much, and also so has my niche. Like my niche has evolved from hair care content. Just at one point I was like helping authors like learn how to build their brands and their businesses and stuff like that, and then I went to like helping entrepreneurs and content creators build their brands using the power of YouTube and the power of video. And so I've like, you know what I mean, like I've ebbed and flowed with my content. And so like with that, I feel like recently I was like, you know what, like I've talked about this so much before, so I don't want to like harp on it, but like I went from the entrepreneurial stage of things, which like still doing that, just not as like loudly, I guess. It's not like my like main niche anymore, but it is something I can and will talk about. But like just seeing how content has evolved, seeing how my niche has evolved, I feel like I kind of like got like, not imposter syndrome, but like I just got too much in my head with content. And like I feel like recently I've just been wanting to live like a private life, but as a content creator, like it's kind of a hard balance sometimes, you know what I mean? Like so yeah, I feel like there was a period in my life where I was like super open with everybody about everything, and then like, not that it backfired, but I just like didn't love that. And I realized I was kind of oversharing out of like, you know what I mean, like not a trauma response, but kind of. And so I just want to go back to that, like being able to be like private again, but also doing that and still living life with you guys. So it's like an interesting balance, and just like with my niche changing again. And that's what I'm saying, like thank you guys for supporting me with whatever I do with here on this channel. Like my niche now, like I'm not even focusing on niches, more so content pillars. So I have 4 content pillars. Like my faith is one of the content pillars, so faith in Jesus, and then lifestyle and personal development is number 2, health and wellness is number 3, and then beauty is number 4. That's in no like particular order. Those are just literally my content pillars that I have listed out. So anyway, so like with like ebbing and flowing with that, I don't know, it felt really, really good, because like whenever I was just doing entrepreneurial content, it just didn't feel like, I don't want to just talk about that. You know what I mean? Like the other thing too is that's what I do by trade. That's like literally what I do for my full-time job. So it just, I wasn't able to talk about like the beauty stuff that I actually enjoy as well. You know what I mean? Like the beauty and the hair care and stuff like that. And like that's something that I've realized over time that was, you know, an issue and stuff. And that's why I'm just glad I fixed it. And so like my number 1 piece of advice for you guys is, if you're in a niche or you feel like you're pigeonholed within a topic that you don't necessarily like, not to say you don't love to talk about it, but you don't want to just talk about that one thing, feel free to build out some content pillars that you can like have multiple things to talk about, and you don't bore yourself with your own content. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what was happening. And I don't know, I felt like because I wasn't like in love with the content I was creating, And this is why you also don't be copying people, because you don't know where they're at in their stage of the journey. Like, you could have been copying me when I was doing like, you know, social content, like content or whatever, like teaching people how to do content, that like niche here on YouTube. You could have been copying me thinking, you know, I'm over here cruising and sailing in the way that I want to, and you copying something that's unsustainable. You know what I mean? Like, you never know like what's going on. So like, do your own thing, find your own lane. Like, and that's the other thing, like there's so much space for all of us. And sometimes, I'll be honest, like, not that I forget that, but I think I get in my head because there's a lot more content creators than there were when I first started. And so that sounds so old, but like, that's real. You know what I mean? So it's like, I've just been so much in my head about it, where I'm like, Andrea, just go back to the things that you love. Like, kind of go back to the original loves that you had, which is literally beauty and hair care and like lifestyle stuff and personal development and goals and like Jesus, you know what I mean? Like, and talking about like that and bring people on the journey with you. And so anyway, it's really cool to see how like content has evolved. It's both intimidating and cool, you know? So I don't know, it's been good. It's been a journey. I feel like, again, I've just been in my head a lot. Really quick before I forget to tell you guys, the concealer I just used is the Hourglass concealer. It is in the color Maple. I don't know what this actual concealer is called, okay, but this is the concealer, okay? All right, well, yo, this camera is playing me today, y'all. That's the concealer. It's in the color Maple. It's absolutely gorgeous. There we go. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, and that's one thing, like, I need a good concealer, okay? I need a good concealer and a good setting powder, okay? So anyway, you guys, that's kind of the update with content stuff. That's where I've been at. I've been in my head. That's where I've been at, and that's why I haven't been creating content. I just feel like the other thing too is like, with the evolution of content, like, I had to get out of my own way and like be like, it's okay to create content different than you did before. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know, especially like with like TikTok and like all these different platforms popping up, like, you feel like the pressure to be on all of them, and it's like, no, like, master one of them and then move to the other ones if you want to, or repurpose your content from there, you know? So anyway, y'all, let me go wet this beauty sponge and I will be right back. Got my beauty sponge wet. I'm just gonna pat it in. Like, this concealer, y'all, this with this foundation is absolutely fire. Like, yes. So anyway, y'all, that's the update on like the content stuff. So that's like also hopefully encouragement to you guys to like just get out of your own head, get out of your own way. Oh, that's another thing I was gonna say. One more thing about content is like, what was I about to say, y'all? I just, see, this is what I'm talking about. I lost my train of thought. Dang it, it was something good too. Hold on. Oh, pivot fast. That's the thing I want to say. Is like, if you feel like, so here's the thing. I have a coaching program that I don't promote anymore, and like right now it is on a wait list. I am not selling the program right now. Will I? Maybe in the future. Maybe. It will probably look a little different though. Because, and I'll talk about that in just a second, but what I will say in terms of content, and if you are not liking like where your brand is heading, pivot fast. Like, I'm not saying you pivot like immediately at the first thought of like whatever, but like, if you've had several thoughts about it, you've thought it through, pivot before, like, pivot instead of like wasting more years, you know what I mean? Or wasting more months or just weeks or whatever, more time in a niche or a space that you don't necessarily love. It's okay to change your mind, you know what I mean? Like, people are like, oh yeah, don't be a quitter. No, like, sometimes you need to quit something in order to find what you really love and what you really want to do, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want y'all to think that like it's quitting. It could just be a readjustment or a realignment, or you like, you know what I mean, like refiguring out why am I using the word so much, but like you like figuring out like what you really want to do and like the direction you want to take your brand. And so that's what I will say, like, that's my biggest tip within all of this is like, pivot fast. If you are realizing that you don't like the content that you're making, or you don't like the direction your brand is heading or whatever, pivot and don't sit in the confusion for a good amount of time. Like, don't do that, because it's just gonna waste time for you. And so that's my thing. And I think too, like when it comes to content, like sometimes I even now, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I still get sometimes intimidated because I'm like, how I used to create content is not the same way content is created now. And I'm having to like relearn that, which is fine. Like obviously you have to shift. I literally am in digital marketing full time and in my business. So that's something I know, but sometimes it's harder to like adapt to. It's harder to like, you know, really like take to heart. So it's okay to like take a minute, breathe, see what's new, see what else is out there. Cause I took a break just to like live my life for a minute. I felt like I was constantly like every Saturday was a filming day and like I was always editing and I felt like I didn't have time for my friends or my family or whatever. And I've talked to you guys about this like so much. So again, I don't want to like over harp on it or whatever, but like I think that's kind of a reason why I paused and I took a long break on content. That is the reason I took a long break on content. Ooh, geez, what? So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm happy that I am back and that I am literally sitting in front of the camera talking to you guys, doing a chit chat ready with me, because what? So anyway, guys, that's that. Pivot fast. Get out of your head, pick your content pillars and start creating content. When I tell y'all, there are some people out here creating content, yes, but nobody can do it like you do. Nobody can do it like I do. Like you can literally sit here and copy my exact script of what I'm saying, but you're not gonna do it exactly like I do. And I'm not gonna do it exactly like you do. Nobody is. So I think that's your superpower, is you and who you are. And I think too, like, it's another thing to say when it comes to content, like invest in your equipment, invest in your like space. I'm not gonna sit here and say that like and that's the other thing, like back in the day, you could just kind of like pick up a camera and film wherever or like whatever, but now the quality has gone up, you know what I mean? The standard has gone up because more people are now creating content and the equipment has evolved, and you know what I mean? Like there's like 4K and 8K content or whatever. Like invest in your equipment and I promise you it will make like the biggest difference. Like it will make such a big difference. I'm not saying you have to go out there and get the nicest, brightest, biggest stuff. That's not what I'm saying, but I am saying like your equipment does matter. And like that's something I didn't say before, but like we're in the age and we're in the time where it does matter. So that's something just to mention to you guys. So anywho, that's that when it comes to content. So my content is really evolving, like I said, to those 4 content pillars. You'll see way more content like that. So for my girlies who've been asking me for hair care content, even though I haven't created hair care content in years, I got you, okay? There will be some content over here. I just felt like whenever I was doing like the entrepreneurial content, it just didn't make sense to me to do, I would forget to set my concealer. Hold on, this is what I was talking about. But it just didn't make sense to me to do, like the mix of the niches just didn't make sense. You know what I mean? I'm using the One Size powder, you guys, in Sweet Honey. Oh. Okay, one thing I don't understand about this powder, y'all, are you supposed to take this off? Like, I don't understand how you like get it out. Like, huh? Oh my God, I'm over here doing all that and so much just came out. Okay, what I'm gonna do maybe is maybe you do like this. Is that how you do it? Somebody help me, because I have been wondering this about this powder. I love this powder, but I just don't understand this part of it. I just don't get that. Maybe it's like this. Maybe I'm supposed to do like this and put it in the lid. Okay, anyway. So that's where I've been with content, y'all. That's my update on that Accord. But trying to figure out how to live. And like, here's the thing. You're never gonna know everything about me. I love y'all. I love y'all down. I love y'all so bad, for real. Like, especially those who have been here. And even y'all, the new ones. Everybody, like anybody who's new, anybody who's been here, whatever. Like, I love y'all so freaking much. But one thing about it, you will never know everything about me. And I think that's the confusing part sometimes about content. It's like we create so much content where people, you know, start thinking that they really know a lot of, and like, to be honest, like content creation, like, yeah, you are sharing a lot about you, but you won't ever know everything about me. And I have to, like, that's my kind of saving grace with like, how do I share my life with you guys, be vulnerable with you guys, but still allow myself my life, you know what I mean? Like, allow myself, you know, like, to keep that like privacy about me. Like, how do I do that? So anyway, I think that is the meeting ground. I think sometimes that gets a little blurred, but that's what it is. But like with content creators, you're never gonna know everything about them. And so like, I think that's dangerous when you start thinking that you will or that you do or whatever. That doesn't mean that, like, you know, content creators don't love y'all or whatever, or like, you know, like, or if you're a content creator yourself that you don't love your audience. That's not the case. Why does that look weird on my eye? Let me see. These under eyes glowing, ain't they? Anyway, doesn't mean that we don't like love y'all and stuff. We just means we want to also have the ability to have, what am I doing, yo? That's not, oh Lord, y'all. Hold on. So yeah, if you're interested in content creation, y'all, just get out there and create your doggone content. Like, it's so easy to overthink. Figure out your content pillars. If you don't know what your content pillars should be, type into ChatGPT and say, hey, here are all my interests. Like, act as my social media like expert or whatever, consultant, and tell me exactly what my 4 content pillars should be. And then from there, go and create your content. Like, stop playing. And that's for me and for y'all, okay? So yeah, and like the other biggest thing too is like, make sure you love what you're doing. Make sure you love the topic that you were talking about. Or even if you don't like absolutely like love it down or whatever, like make sure it's a topic that you don't mind talking about forever, if that's the brand you're building it on, you know? And also recognizing that it can also change, they can also evolve, you know? So yeah, all right, that's better. This is the Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick in the color Dark by Makeup by Mario. I'm gonna put it here, put some here, put some here. Yeah. One topic I want to start talking to you guys about more, or just like bringing you guys along the journey with me. Sorry I keep looking at the viewfinder. I'm using it as like my mirror, as well as this on here is my mirror too. But hold on. Yeah, one topic I want to talk with you guys more about is what I do full time, because I feel like okay, I want you guys to know that as content creators, you can create content on really anything you want to create content on. You don't have to be a full-time content creator in order to create content, okay? No one starts like that, okay? So I think that's why, but I also want to show you guys that there's other aspects of being able to do what you love, even if you're not full-time content creator or you're not a full-time entrepreneur or whatever. Like, and I say that because I used to think the only way to like true happiness for me was being a full-time entrepreneur. And that doesn't mean that one day won't shift into the goal. However, I'm saying all this to say is like, I'm in digital marketing currently. That's literally what I went to school for, was marketing communications. And I want to share more about my career with you guys and like what that looks like and what like a day in the life looks like. I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. I work from home, so I'll be in athleisure and sitting or standing at my desk for a good amount of the day, okay? Now, some days I go and work out. Like, I love that I have a flexible schedule, but lately it's been real busy. So, but I want to give you guys insights of like what that looks like, what I do on a daily basis. Like, literally, I've hired some of y'all's favorite influencers for our brand, and like that is like so cool. And I'm always looking out for my girls. Like, that's the thing. I always advocate for my girls. So that's the other thing. But yeah, I just want to share more about that with you guys, because I used to feel like it was entrepreneurship or bust. You know what I mean? Like, when that's just, sometimes that's not realistic, or sometimes it's not the case, or sometimes it's not realistic in the right moment. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean it's not realistic forever or like in the future. But like, there may be a time where you want to get a role that you like, and so I want to give you guys that perspective. So I am going to be doing some more like content related to that. Ooh, that blend out was pretty crazy. That was so, excuse me. So anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna like give you guys more like behind the scenes content. If you're interested in that, like let me know like that I'm on the right track for you guys. There's a content creator on YouTube that I follow that I really like. Her name is Taja, and she is a traveling dental hygienist, and I just think it's so cool that she like talks about her role, and like other dental hygienists or other people that are like looking up to being dental hygienists will follow her, and she's like giving tips and advice and stuff like that. And I just think that's so cool, because I wish when I was in high school I was able to turn on, like flip on. Okay, I'm dating myself. I was able to turn on YouTube or pull up YouTube and find people in different careers to see like what their day in the life looks like. I feel like that helps so much to give a realistic view of what that looks like. Because I'm gonna be honest, I used to think corporate America and like, you mean like certain type of jobs were like this like stuffy, like gross, not fun environment. And that's just not always the case. You know what I mean? Like now sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. My first time out of college was rough, okay? Quit that thing in 3 months. But anyway, so I just want to give you guys some more of that. I just think it's really cool, and I just wish I would have had that. Especially because I feel like having an 18-year-old decide what they want to do for the rest of their lives whenever they go off to college is pretty wild to me. And yeah, I changed my major like sophomore year once I realized like that's a lot of schooling for psychology, which yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I just, all that to say, y'all, I'll be long-winded and I'll be rambling, I'm sorry, but all that to say is I'm gonna like bring you guys more into it. But just like a quick synopsis of what I do is I'm a digital marketing manager for a women's healthcare company, and I pretty much do all of our digital needs for our entire business unit, or our entire division. So like what that means is I do our email marketing. I work with our paid influencers. I run our social media accounts. I manage our vendors that help us do different things. So what a vendor is like when you like, it's like a marketing agency or whatever. Like you can hire them in instead of like having extra hands, or they're managing a part of your like marketing, if that makes any sense. So I manage our vendors. Like we got a PR vendor, we have a marketing vendor, or a digital marketing vendor. Who else? We have other like different vendors that we've used over time, but luckily we've put kind of all of that can go sometimes under one house, which makes it much easier. What else do I do, y'all? Email marketing, social, all of our web platforms, so our website, both our microsite and our main like actual like company website, I oversee and I make sure everything is good and updated on there, and oversee that strategy. What else do I do, y'all? Sometimes we're putting together like big digital campaigns, which is really fun. We did one this past year and it got over like 19 million impressions within like a 6-month span of time, which was so good. And it was such a fun thing to work on. So like that, I manage our like SEO and like keyword campaign that's like running. That's kind of like my day-to-day job, you guys. So again, I'm gonna bring you guys along like when I'm actually working to kind of like show obviously like what I can. Like obviously things are confidential, so I'm not gonna like show you everything, but I'll like show you guys different stuff and explain it to you as I'm going, just so that you guys kind of know if that's something you're interested in. I don't know like where you're at in your life. Say you're wanting a career switch, say you're in college right now, I don't know, but hopefully that helps. Or if you're just interested to see what I do like on an everyday basis, y'all, like that's the other thing too. So I'm very thankful and grateful to have a flexible job that I can like work from home with, but I also have a flexible schedule. I can literally work from anywhere. I haven't really taken advantage of that, but I can literally work from anywhere. So I just think that's a really cool component, y'all. So anywho, I'm looking for my brush. I've been talking and I'm looking for this like specific brush, there it is, to blend out my nose contour, y'all. Like really out here just talking. So yeah, there's that of it, and then kind of like segueing like how work has been really good, you guys. Obviously it ebbs and flows like every other job. There's busy times, there's annoying times, but like it's one of those things where I'm extremely grateful for my team. I'm extremely grateful for the company. I'm grateful for the experience and like what I'm learning, you know what I mean, like from the role. And it's just sometimes it is a lot to do the same thing I do for my business that I do for my full-time job, but the benefit of it is I'm able to learn stuff from my business that I can, you know, like put over in my full-time job, that I can like use over in my full-time job, and stuff that I learned in my full-time job I can use over in my business. You know what I mean? Like the skill sets. So the way that blended out, look at my nose contour, y'all. Wait. So anyway, I just think it's a really cool like kind of setup. And there's been times where I've like wondered, like, I'm like, dang, do I want to like go back to school for psychology and like potentially like become a therapist or a psychologist? I don't know. And like it's not off the table, but there's options, and I'm extremely grateful for options. That's what I will say. But for now, I am happy in marketing. Sometimes it's just stressful. Sometimes it is just literally stressful. So that's that, you guys. What is next? So I got my lashes done, and I don't necessarily want to put, I don't know if I want to put like eyeliner on. What do y'all think? I don't know. The Christmas tree in the back is like the star of the show. Can we talk about that? Because Something else that I want you guys to do is like let me know, now y'all know like what my new like content pillars are and where we're gonna be, like where this channel's heading, stuff like that. Like let me know what y'all want to see. Okay, so if you're like, okay, good, I'm glad you're back to beauty, I'm glad you're back to all that, give me a hair tutorial. Okay, bet, let me know. Okay, let me know, just comments down below for me. Y'all already know. So yeah, okay, so now let's talk about like actual like life updates, you guys. Okay, so we talked about like content, where I'm at with that. We've talked about like what I do for my career, stuff like that. Like let's really talk about like some for real like life updates. Life is real interesting, y'all, because like honestly, I would not have expected to be where I'm at right now. Like I just turned 31, which is so crazy to say. I was talking to my little cousin and I was like, dude, it feels so weird that I can say, because at the time I was 30, I'm like, it's so weird I can say I'm 30. And I'm like, I don't feel 30. And then she was like, no, I feel like you like are like the perfect 30. And I'm like, you don't know what I mean. Until you turn 30, you don't realize it. I still feel like internally I'm like 25. Like, I don't know why or what that is or what that's from, but I still feel like I am a spring chicken, okay? So, I don't know. I just feel like it's interesting because I just didn't think I would be where I am now. I thought I would have like different things or different things would be happening. You know, like when you're like young, you're like, I'm gonna have kids by 24 and be married by 22. And like that happens for some. It did not happen for your girl. And honestly, I'm thankful looking back that it didn't, because who I am today, I feel like I really started like coming into myself like the latter part of 29. Probably like 29, I would say. But like 26, 27, 28 was rough. Okay, I don't know what it was. I think I was going through like a quarter life crisis or something. But yeah, okay, so I don't know. I feel like I've come into myself ever since being like 30. Again, like life in a way doesn't look like how I thought it would look, but like I think it's also beautiful to be like, it doesn't look like how I thought it would look, but it's also really beautiful. It's also really like amazing, and I'm really blessed. And like things I didn't even think were possible to have, I have. And like, you know what I mean? Like I have peace in my mind, peace in my body, like I'm healthy. So I'm grateful, I am. So don't hear me say that, but like, you know what I mean? Like I thought at this age I would have kids by now. You know what I mean? I would be married by now. Like, but I think that's the danger of thinking, that's the danger of like, okay, where did I get that from? And who told you that was the time frame of things? You know what I mean? So like, honestly, I went to dinner the other night. Was this the right color? I went to dinner the other night with my girls for my birthday. Okay, it wasn't the other night, it was like 2 weeks ago, but who cares? Anyway, and where I was like looking on the table, and I even said this to them, I was like, it's crazy that like nobody at this table is married. Because one of my friends wasn't there. My only married friend that lives in Texas was not there. So I was like, it's crazy that like nobody here is married and only one person has a kid. You know what I mean? And so I do have a friend that was previously married that was there. But it's just interesting, and I'm like, I feel like this looks so much different than like when our parents were growing up. You know what I mean? Like by now our parents probably had like 2-3 kids at this point, you know, like a lot of parents did, and it's just a different time. But if I'm being honest, like I don't know, like I feel like sometimes I'm like, dang, I thought I was gonna be there by now, but then there's other times where I'm like, nah, I can move and shake how I want to, and I think that's awesome. There's like this lack of responsibility that I don't necessarily like have, you know, and it's kind of nice. So I don't know, like life has just been like interesting lately, and I feel like I ebb and flow on like what I want to do and what that looks like. But I do know like I really want to get serious with my content again. I want to stop playing games with my content. I want to be sure I'm showing up for you guys, and in turn showing up for myself, and doing the things I say I want to do. And so literally the video that I'm filming after this is literally how I plan my week for success, because your girl kind of fell off a little bit, a lot of it. I just fell off in the sense of like I kind of like not lost track of my goals, but like they just weren't as like forefront for me, you know what I mean? So just like really like re-looking at that, revisiting that, making sure I'm doing, the biggest thing is I'm doing what I'm saying I'm gonna do. And like one thing about me is like whenever I do something, I do everything 100%, you know what I mean? Like I go all out from 0 to 1,000, okay? However, that's not as effective, okay? I can't do that anymore because it lasts for like a week. So like now I'm like, okay, no, now focus on your content. Like yes, get in the gym, but like eat whatever you want. And like when I say that, that's like me eating whatever I want is not nothing crazy, okay? So that's just caveat. But I say that because I'm like, I'm gonna go step by step, okay? So do your content, get in the gym. Really, like this week or this like really 2 week span is like, okay, do your content. That's it. And then next is like, do your content and get in the gym. You know what I mean? Like habit stacking. Do your content and get in the gym. And then after we get in the gym consistently, we will eat better. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm trying not to do the whole everything all at once approach again, because I just know that doesn't work for me, and it causes like, I literally jump out of that real quick. So anyway, that's kind of like where I'm at, and that's like life update wise, like what's going on. But let me do my liner wherever that is. Where is my eyeliner? Oh, there we go. Let me do my eyeliner real quick, y'all, because y'all, I cannot talk while I'm doing this, okay? Yeah, like one thing I actually want to get back to is not necessarily like fill out like wig reviews. Dang it, oh, it's in here. It's not like wig reviews, but I want to like, I have a bucket, and when I say a bucket, I mean a bucket of wigs that I like either never wore or wore like I did for like reviews, you know what I mean, like hair reviews that like got sent to me. I want to like dig out of those and like come up with like my next hair look with them, you know. I'm just like, why are they just the red pencil? Yeah, why are they just sitting there, you know? So I got a lot of them, and I've done wig sales before in the past, but I just haven't done one lately. Well, it's like hair I've literally worn like one time. But yeah, I want to get back into like wig reviews. I want to get back into like hair stuff. I'm not gonna hold y'all. My hair does not be out like a lot, so like the hair tutorials I used to do before won't look this. It will not look. It won't be that. I'm just letting y'all know like up front. When my hair is out, sure, I'll show you guys like my wash day or something. But like, it's not gonna look like that because my hair, I just don't keep my hair out, because the way I like go to the gym, I would look like a freaking chickadee if my hair was out all the time. Just being honest, I don't know how to do that. So if y'all got tips for that, y'all let me know. So actually, a funny thing is I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna come back with my lip liner and my lips done, because I'm doing a little thing on TikTok, you know, splicing up the content. Just filming like my everyday like lip routine, y'all. Fire. Okay, it's fire. So I'm gonna film that real quick and I'll be right back. I'm back and my lips are on. I just wanted to show y'all on TikTok how I do that, because when I tell you I get so many compliments on this lip combo. Again, it is, I don't know if I told you guys this, but it's just MAC lip liner in the color Chestnut, and then literally the Laneige lip mask that I used at the beginning of the video, y'all. Fire. Every time I get so many compliments on this lip look, you guys. That's it. That's literally it. So that's the lip. Now let me hop into can I say it feels so good to film again? And I know I keep saying that, but it feels so good to do like a sit down video like we kind of used to, you know, like old school YouTube or whatever. Like, just feels really good. Like everything's not like a vlog, you know. And that's something else I have to get used to with content really quick. Going back to the content conversation is like people started doing more vlogs. I'm like, oh my god, I have to like quickly adjust to doing vlogs. I'm like, okay, all right. But like, I actually really love vlogging now, and I think it took me a long time because I was like, oh, my vlogs don't look like her vlogs or whatever. But one thing I've noticed is like how you appear on camera. Like if I look like made up, how do I explain this? Okay, hear me. Okay, just hear me with the heart. Okay, like the videos that I have where I look good do good. They do much better than the ones where I'm looking crusty. Okay, and maybe that's just because like the vibe that I give off whenever I'm like not feeling like my best self or whatever. I don't know, but it makes a difference, you guys. And even when I watch other people's vlogs, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty or whatever. You know, like it's a thing. You know, we've talked about that. Like that's a thing. And so coming on camera looking your best, I feel like matters so much in terms of like content and like how you show up, how you feel, etc. So anyway, just wanted to mention that too. But yes, you guys, all in all, I'm doing good. Life is good. Literally living life, all the things. I am gonna go back to offering like one-on-one like strategy calls if you guys want help with like with your own content or coming up with your content pillars. Like I told you, you can use AI, but however, sometimes it's helpful to have somebody like walk through it with you. So if you're interested in that, let me know down below in the comment section and I will offer those again. I will not offer those in like bulk, so get it when you see it type vibe. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Maybe like under, like mascara under my eye, but I'm not sure. This camera be having a girl looking bomb, okay? Okay, what else? I think I want to put the mascara on after I spray my face. Typically, I have something to cover my head up, so I don't like. Actually, I'll do this. Use the Jaclyn Hill palette. All right. I think like a random other update, I think I told y'all this, like I have updated you guys on my dating experience, but I told you guys, yeah, like it was it was a little like I got like kind of private there, and that's like the exact thing I'm talking about, like of like sharing enough with you guys but like still having like privacy or whatever. Like I do have a boyfriend, he is amazing, and y'all know like end of 2022, the boyfriend I was with then, like my ex, me and him were together for 5 years, and then we broke up in November when I had also gotten laid off from my job. So it was like literally a rock bottom, like what the heck is going on, like a total reset. But like honestly, you gotta use that in such a beautiful way. And so here we are now, you guys. So that's a random update. So yeah, eventually you guys will meet him, but I think this is exactly what I'm talking about, of like privacy, but like sharing enough with you guys who like, you know, you can actually relate to me and feel like connected to me, and I can feel connected to y'all and vice versa, but like having that level of like privacy for myself. So you may meet him soon, you may not, I don't know. But just know he's amazing. So yeah. Anybody else give these crazy faces when putting on mascara? All right, and like that, y'all, we're done. So y'all, thank you so much for rocking with me today. Thank you so much for watching this video, for hanging out with me, for getting all the deets and the updates and all that stuff. Like, let me know what's going on with your life, okay? This is not just a one-way conversation. Let me know what's going on with your life down below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want to see from me down below in the comment section. Let's have conversations. Let's get the engagement back up. Like I really want to build that community back up that we had before. So I love you guys for moving back. If nobody has told you I love you today, I got you, okay? I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.